A School Education Website Guide 6. Chapter 1. Children's Education Resources 1. Children's Education Resources. A Better Chance, ABC. 419 Boylston Street, Boston, Massachusetts 02116. 617-421-0950. 800-562-7865. Fax, 617-421-0965. Organization of private and some public secondary schools that provide educational scholarships to talented minority students. Alliance for Parental Involvement in Education. ALPI. epub 59. East Chatham, New York 12060-0059. 518-392-6900. alpiesr@aol.com. croton.com/alpi. Children's education in public or private school, including alternative or special education and homeschooling. Has a mail-order lending library, publishes various materials, including Dumbing Us Down, The Hidden Curriculum of Compulsory Schooling, Alternatives in Education, The Truth About Special Education, etc. American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry. 202-966-7300. aacap.org. American Association of University Women. AAUW. 1111 16th Street NW. Washington, D.C. 20036. 202-785-7700. 800-326 EA. Fax, 202-872-1425. aauw.org. General Equity for Women in Education. Sponsors AAUW Educational Foundation, offering grants and fellowships, publishes articles about education and girls, particularly about the bias against them. American Library Association. Publications Order Department. 50 East Huron Street, Chicago, Illinois 60611. ALA.org. Association for Childhood Education International, ACEI. 11501 Georgia Avenue. Number 315. Wheaton, Maryland 20902. 301-942-2443. 800-423-3563. Fax, 301-942-3012. Education for Children from Birth through Early Adolescence. Publishes various materials, mostly books on early arts, science, and math education, both geared to school and elementary students. Center for Law and Education. 1875 Connecticut Avenue Northwest, Washington, D.C. 20009. 202-986-3000. Fax, 202-986-6648. Advocate on education issues relating to low-income families, publishes several information for parents brochures, activism for the rights of education materials and booklets for disabled kids. Child Welfare League of America, CWLA. 202-638-2952. cwlaw.org. Publishes evaluation criteria for special education in residential schools. Consumer Information Center. Pueblo, Colorado 81009. 888-8 Pueblo. pueblo.gpo.gov/publications/pueblopubs.php. First request the free publications catalog, then request the free or low-cost educational booklets that cost no more than $1 each. Number 449, Help Your Child Become a Good Reader. Number 450, Help Your Child Do Better in School. Number 451, Help Your Child Improve Test Taking. Number 452, Help Your Child Learn Math. Number 453, Help Your Child Write Better. Number 454, Help Your Child Learn Geography. Number 455, help your child use the library. Core Knowledge Foundation. 801 East High St. Carlottesville, Virginia 22902. 804-977-7550. CoreKnowledge.org. Resources for the Core Basic Curriculum. Council for Exceptional Children, CEC. 1920 Association Drive. Reston, Virginia 22091-1589. 888 CEC, SPED. 800 CEC, READ 232-7323. 800-328-0272. 800-845-6232, Membership. 703-264-9446, Publications. 703-620-3660, Voice/TT. Fax, 703-264-9494. eric@cec.sped.org. eric.org. cec.sped.org. Concerned with children with disabilities and gifted children, maintains exceptional child education resources, ECER, database, operates ERIC Clearinghouse on Disabilities and Gifted Education, ERIC/OSEP. Operates programs, publishes newsletter CEC Today, etc. Council for Basic Education, CBE. 1319 F St. N.W. Number 900. Washington, D.C. 20004. 202-347-4171. Fax, 202-347-5047. Supports liberal arts education, publishes Quarterly Basic Education, Issues, Answers, and Facts. Creative Education Foundation, CEF. 1050 Union Road, Buffalo, New York 14224. 716-675-3181. Fax, 716-675-3209. Fosters creative thinking in all areas of life, provides training programs and materials including monthly newsletter Creativity in Action, various books, videos, audio tapes, and periodicals. Educational Equity Concepts, EEC. 114 East 32 Street. Number 701. New York, New York 10016. 212-725-1803. Fax, 212-725-0947. Organizations seeking learning environments and activities that are free from bias, such as that based on gender, race, ethnicity, or disability. Advocate for the disabled in education. Publishes activist-type materials on equity education. Families Work Institute. 330 7th Avenue. NYC 10001. 212-465-2044. Publications. Great Books Foundation. 35 East Wacker Drive. Number 2300. Chicago, Illinois 60601-2298. 800-222-5870. 312-332-5870. Highscope Educational Research Foundation. 600 North River St. Ypsilanti, Michigan 48198-2898. 800-40 Press. 313-485-2000. Fax, 313-485-0704. Fax, 800-442-4. Publications for Educating Children. Home and School Institute, SHE. 1500 Massachusetts Avenue. NW. Washington, D.C. 20005. 202-466-3633. 800 Megasa. 202-634-2872. Fax, 202-833-1400. Methods and materials to assist parents in helping children learn at home. Independent Living Research Utilization Program. ILRU 713-520-0232. Publishes Your Disabled Child's Right to a Free Education. Institute for Responsive Education, IR. 605 Commonwealth Avenue, Boston, Massachusetts 02215. 617-353-3309. Fax, 617-353-8444. Advocate for increased citizen participation in schools, various materials including magazine. Equity and Choice. Institute for Childhood Resources. 220 Montgomery St. Number 2811. SF California 94104. 415-864-1169. Fax, 415-540-0171. International Reading Association. 800 Barksdale Road, Pub 8139. Newark, Delaware 19714-8139. Jean Piaget Society. Department of Educational Psychology. University of Toledo. Toledo, Ohio 43606-3390. Lavender Families Resource Network. POB 21567. Seattle, WA 98111/. 16011 6th Avenue. NE. Seattle, Washington 98155-5801. 206-325-2643, voicemail. Publishes pro-gay literature for teachers and students. Mothers of Preschoolers. 1311 South Clarkson, Denver, Colorado 80210. 303-733-5353. Fax, 303-733-5770. Christian-oriented, educational materials. NAACP Legal Defense and Educational Fund. LDF. 99 Hudson Street, 16th floor. New York, New York 10013. 212-219-1900. NAACP.org. Fight discrimination in many areas including education. National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA. 400 Maryland Avenue Southwest, Washington, D.C. 20546. NASA.gov. Educational Materials. National Association for Legal Support of Alternative Schools, NALSAS. 505-471-6928. National Association for the Education of Young Children. 800-424-2460. NAEC.org. General Resources. National Black Child Development Institute. NBD. 1023 St. N.W. Number 600. Washington, D.C. 20005. 202-387-1281. 800-556-2234. Fax, 202-234-1738. Advocate for Black Children. Publishes newsletter Black Child Advocate and Child Health Talk, other manuals, handbooks, resource guides and videotapes. National Congress of Parents and Teachers. National PDA. 330 North Wabash Avenue. Number 2100. Chicago, Illinois 60611-3690. 312-670-6782. Fax, 312-670-6783. PTA.org. Works to improve education, health, and safety of children. Publishes PDA Today and other materials on topics such as parent-school relations, single parents, alcohol and drug abuse prevention, absenteeism, teenage sexuality, discipline, etc. National Council for History Education. 26915 Westwood Road. Number B2. Westlake, Ohio 44145. Write to the Council for the monthly newsletter, History Matters. The Council also maintains a Speakers Bureau. National Council of Teachers of Mathematics, NCTM. 1906 Association Drive. Reston, Virginia 22091-1593. 800-235-7566. Math booklets for parents for a fee. National Committee for Citizens in Education. 900 2nd St. Northeast. Number 8. Washington, D.C. 20002-3557. 800 Network. 800, LEAYUDA, Spanish. 202-408-0447. Helps parents and citizens who want to help out in public schools. National Head Start Association. 201 North Union St. Number 320. Alexandria, Virginia 22314. 703-739-0875. Fax, 703-739-0878. Program to help poor preschool and disabled children with food, education, and medical care. National Information Center for Children and Youth with Disabilities. 800-695-0285, voice/TT. New website, parentcenterhub.org/nikhsi-gon. Publishes questions often asked about special education services, education of children and youth with special needs, what do the laws say, and other related articles. National Mental Health Consumer Clearinghouse. 1211 Chestnut St. Number 1000. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 19107. 800-553-4539. 215-751-1810. Fax, 215-636-6310. mhselfhelp.org. Publishes booklets on education, physical disability, and mental illness. National Office of Catholic School Associations. 3211 4th St. Northeast. Washington, D.C. 20017-1194. 202-541-3009. Fax, 202-541-3390. Part of the National Catholic Educational Association, publishes quarterly The Catholic Parent. National Organization on Legal Problems of Education, NOLP. Southwest Plaza. 3601 Southwest 29th Street. Number 223. Topeka, Kansas 66614. 913-273-3550. Fax, 913-273-2001. Information on law in the schools. Publishes monthly NOLP notes and related books. National Parent Center. Edmond School Building. 9th DSTS. NE. Number 201. Washington, D.C. 20002. 202-547-9286. Group of parents interested in helping with their children's education. National Park Service. Office of Public Inquiries. Washington, D.C. 20013-7127. nps.gov. Write for maps and guides to national historic sites. National PTA Program Division. Parents Teachers Auxiliary. 700 Rush St. Chicago, Illinois 60611. 312-787-0977. Information, referrals, and moral support. National Register of Historic Places. Interagency Resources Division. National Park Service. POB 37127. Washington, D.C. 20013-7127. nps.gov. The Register's archives contain information on 59,000 places of national, state and local significance. National Rural Education Association, NREA. 230 Education Building. Colorado State University. Fort Collins, Colorado 80523-1588. 970-491-7022. Fax 970-491-1317. Advocate for Rural Schools. Publishes quarterly NREA News, The Rural Educator and The Country Teacher. Organization for Equal Education of the Sexes. OEES. epub 438. Blue Hill, Maine 04614. 207-374-2489. Fax 207-374-2890. Organization for Education Equity, Pro-Women Booklets. Pacer Center. Parent Advocacy Coalition for Educational Rights. 612-827-2966, voice/TT. Pacer.org. Publishes booklets on special education. Parents' Choice Foundation. epub 185. Waban, Massachusetts 02168. 617-965-5913. Fax 617-965-4516. Parent Cooperative Preschools International. epub 90410. Indianapolis, Indiana 46290. 800-721 PB. 317-842-0730. Fax 317-842-0731. Parent Educational Advocacy Training Center. 10340 Democracy Lane. Number 206. Fairfax, Virginia 22030. PeteSinc@AOL.com. Parents' Rights Organization, Pro. 12571 North Winds Drive. St. Louis, Missouri 63146. 314-434-4171. Fax 314-434-4171. Supports freedom of choice in education. Advocate for parents' rights to control their children's education, publishes Parent Right Newsletter. Parents Union for Public Schools. 401 North Broad St. Number 1030. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 19108. 215-574-0337. Parents Educational Resource Center. 1660 South Amphlett Boulevard. Number 200. San Mateo, California 94402. 650-655-2410. Perk at perk-schwabfdn.org. perc-schwabfdn.org. Write to the following organizations and ask them for their free educational materials for your children. Parents Without Partners, PWP. 7910 Woodmont Avenue. Bethesda, Maryland 20814. 800-638-8078. 800-637-7974. parentsplace.com/readroom/pwp. Information sheets Single Parent and the Schools. And Right of Non-Custodial Parent to Examine School Records. Project on Equal Education Rights, Pier. 1413 K Street, NW 9th floor. Washington, D.C. 20005. 202-332-7337. NOW.org. Part of National Organization of Women, now, seeking to eliminate sex discrimination in schools. Has programs about problems for minority and disabled girls and women in education. Publishes the newsletter Equal Education Alert and booklets such as Sex Bias at the Computer Terminal. TheaRC.org. 817-261-6003. Publishes booklet The Education of Students with Mental Retardation, Preparation for Life in the Community. Twin Services. 510-524-0863. Publishes Twins in School, together or apart, and when teachers recommend holding one. Twin back in school. U.S. Fish Wildlife Service. Division of Refuge. 18th and C Streets, NW. Washington, D.C. 20204. FWS.gov. Women's Action Alliance, WAA. 370 Lexington Avenue. Number 603. New York, New York 10017. 212-532-8330. Fax, 212-779-2846. Belief in Non-Sexist Education. Runs Resource Mothers Project, the Sexual Harassment Resource and Referral Network, and Best Buddies Exploring Science Together, for Girls. 0 to 3 National Center for Clinical Infant Programs. 2000, 14th St. North. Number 380. Arlington, Virginia 22201-2500. 800-899-4301. 703-528-4300. Fax, 703-528-6848. Publications to help with the development of toddlers. The Child's Learning Process websites/edu Psychobabble websites. 4woman.gov. aacap.org, American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry. aacp.org/cs/root/fax_for_family/fax_for_is-topic/is-my-child-ok. aap.org, Pediatrics. aapd.org/publications/brochures/peddentist.asp, American Academy of Pediatric Dentistry. aboutourkids.org, from the New York University Child Study Center. aappublications.org. aboutourkids.org/articles/bullies_more_sticks_stones_name_calling. acacamps.org, American Camping Association, Summer Camp Directories.